All right, my chess champions, welcome back to another episode. If you've been enjoying the series, don't forget to drop a like on the videos, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell to catch future episodes. So in this session so far, I've played a couple games and I've gone up into the 1600s and then back down to 1599, which is where we're at right now. And the question is, can we maybe turn that back around and keep going positive, or are we going to start dipping back down? So let's see what happens. Okay, our opponent is 1685. Pretty strong opponent. We're facing the French again. Okay, I think I kind of remember the gambit now. So you play advanced French. I think you do knight out. Maybe it's bishop first, then now bishop. And basically the gambit is like you're gonna let them win a pawn, but you get a ton of piece activity. Oh. Okay, well I could take though, and the take, and then the king is weak long term. Let's do that. It could get scary with this rook coming this way, but okay. So this is now pretty far from what normally happens. Okay, let's go here. I'm threatening to take here, so they probably have to take. Oh yeah, you could also push. That makes sense. So I could go here. How do you defend this pawn? It's gonna be awkward. Actually, no, I don't think you. Well, you could go. You could go here, but the knight in maybe. So, yeah. All right. So already we're exploiting Black's early mistake, in my opinion. So we're up a pawn now. I mean, I could just trade, and maybe I should because it is a little scary with all this stuff pointed this way. 2 minutes on the clock. Yeah, having to retreat here. Let's just trade because the queen would kind of be on the wrong side of the board and this attack could get scary. So let's just play it safe. I don't know if that's really the maximal play there, because it does feel like, their king is not safe, but at the same time, like the queen was nearby and I don't know that we could mount any attacks. So okay, I want to try to get this pawn going. How can I? Let's do here, here, here. Yeah, I like this plan. Get this F file open, get some space. Okay, if they push, I think we can take, and they take, we take. It's fine that this is open because like I can just defend here. Yeah, let me double check, but I think we just take and it's fine. Yeah, and like now with the queens off the board, like having this file open is like, I mean, it's not ideal for me, but it's not that big a deal. Oh, that's interesting. I think if they push, I maybe just push, and then I have a little shield sort of safety net. Maybe I go here first though. Well, or do I push immediately? I think let's push immediately. Because we have this pressure here. If I bring the knight out, it intercepts the rook's power. So, I mean, I could check right now. Oh, 1 minute on the clock. All right, just go, Cody. Oh man, this does feel kind of wrong though. Do I take? Do I push? Do I ignore? Could also ignore. This pawn is weak though, like long term, so. Oh God. Okay, let's go here. This does feel a little gross. Okay, let's bring the rooks. Let's bring the rooks in. I want to bring the knight somehow in. Not exactly that way, but maybe eventually. Like this rook might come here. I don't know. I need to figure out how to get this knight in. I guess we can try to do... Can we do like a break like this? Not really, because it's still... I'm trying to figure out like an access point for the knight. I have 30 seconds, so I need to just move. If we take... Okay, I don't think we want to take there because it weakens this too much. Let's go here. If they push, it's fine. If they push, I might go like here, here, and then move my king up. I'm probably going to lose this pawn eventually. I guess the knight defends it, though. So maybe I can hold it, but I don't know. This all feels very precarious. Okay. I just have to move. Let's just make a move. They had this. Let's go here. I just got to make moves to like control the time. Actually, maybe I need to come back this way to stop this pawn. So, oh, and their knight is going to come in. I guess that's okay. It doesn't really do anything here. So let's just offer the bishop trade. Then my knight will blockade. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, okay. My rook controls. I need to get this knight in the game, so. But then this is. Well, they're going to get this eventually anyways. They go like here, here or something. Okay, this forks, but. Okay, let's just tuck in here. I have 5 seconds on the clock, so I gotta just. Oh my god. Okay. Jeez, man. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna blame this one on having to commentate because I don't know. It does take some bandwidth. Okay. Oh god. That's like game over. I can't stop the. Wow. I mean, good job on my opponent. To just keep fighting. So let's take a look at that game. This is another one where I'm rusty, guys. I'm telling you I'm rusty. So, okay. I liked how we played for like the first half of the game, I think. So, the standard line in this opening is, you guys can look it up. GM Jesse Cry, how to make French defense players squirm, something like that. You're going to bring like the bishop here. You're going to kind of let them take, and then you like castle. Here, I'll just like show you. So you go like this. They take, and you're like, yeah, I don't care. You can take. And if you want to take again, like I'm going to take. And then I don't know, they develop or something. And then basically like you get a strong attack on the king side. Cause you have pressure this way. You can also send the F pawn down. The queen can jump in at the right moment. It's pretty fun. It's an interesting line. But what happened in the game was they did this maneuver, which is fine. But then to do that maneuver and h5 feels very wrong to me, because takes, and then like this is a long-term weakness, and then how are you going to defend this? And your king is vulnerable. So remember in that first game of the session, I guess it would probably have been like 2 games ago or something, 2 episodes ago or something. I was talking about how white like didn't save a safe place for their king. This also feels like the same thing. Like where is the black king going to be safe in this game? Probably safest in the middle, really, because it might be hard for me to open these files up, since just based on just looking at it. If you go this way, like I can like try to break stuff open, and then I have my rook here attacking you. So, but it also wasn't easy to exploit this. I guess I could have immediately gone queen c2. Maybe that was the move. but developing is good by default. So if they had taken, I think I would just take with the pawn. I'm not sure. Yeah, well, if I take with the knight, this is hanging. So like if I think you have to take with the pawn because now you're down a pawn. So oh yeah. So we're up a pawn. Now the question is, should I have traded here? Computer says queen g3. Oh, I didn't consider this move. Because I didn't consider that. That's a good move because you keep the queen on the correct side of the board to both defend yourself and potentially attack black. I thought I was going to have to go like queen c7, or sorry, c2, which I think is a mistake because it's just a long-term problem because like black can send these pawns down and then all of a sudden has like queen and rook bearing down on you. So in light of not seeing this move, I think trading was correct, but I should have played queen g3, I think. That's definitely seeable. Okay. But everything up to here, I mean, we're up a pawn. Our position's better. I like this. Takes. I like this. Computer wanted... Oh, f6. Oh, wow. Yeah, I definitely should play f6 here because now this bishop becomes very awkward, and now this pawn, this is super strong. Because, yeah, I'm just going to, like, once these pawns get here, and I have two pawns here, like, I'm just very close to promotion. I can mobilize my forces to get behind it, and I think eventually they're going to have to trade, like, a bishop for a pawn or something. So, yeah, in my head, I had some tunnel vision where I just thought I want to open this file, and I just had that as my only focus. But then it's, again, when you see a good move, look for a better one. So pawn f6, although it doesn't open the file, is just a dominating move. My move made sense thematically, though. Okay. So the reason I don't want to take here is because long-term this pawn becomes undefended except for the bishop. It just becomes a liability. So like, their knight is already pressuring this pawn. So if instead I let them capture, which is that what they did? Yeah. Now when I recapture, this is the weakness, but look at where their knight is. Their knight can't attack this immediately. So that's the difference. That's why I went for that. Although I didn't realize this pawn would be hanging. So yeah, okay, I shouldn't have played this. I had 30 seconds on the clock. What could I have done instead? Computer says g5. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's defended. I guess you can hold that square because I'd be worried about like this, but I guess you can like bring the knight in and defend, or this knight out. Yeah, so okay. Okay, so now I'm still up a pawn here, but I got myself into time trouble here, like I have every other game in this series. Yeah, so I think my plan here made sense. It's hard to play from here as white. Like if I move the knight out, they get this check in. I guess they don't. So my rook covers that. Man, I didn't see that. For some reason I was just worried about this check at some point because then my king has to stay on this square forever and then these pawns are extra weak. Whereas if I could like later evacuate the knight and then get the king to h2, the king is in a much better spot. This pawn is still not on the queening, like ready to queen, and I hold this pawn. So that was my goal, but that's been multiple junction points, I think, in this game or in this session where I had like one goal and I wasn't flexible enough to adapt to the changing circumstances. So like once I have a rook here defending this, I should have realized like, oh, it is safe to move the knight out now. Okay. Yeah, here I was worried about this, but we defend that because this is a fork. They could potentially get this, and also my knight defends. So I don't know. I was worried about that in my head, but in reality, I don't think that's a threat. Oh, so they were trying to get to this outpost. Okay, that's what they were trying to do. And yeah, I mean, I was kind of panicking here, like 5 seconds. Just blundered my rook. Let's see, what should we have done instead? Probably rook f1. Yeah, computer says rook f1, or they say rook a2. Oh, rook a2 is good as well because they have to defend like this, which makes the bishop kind of passive long term. Although I don't know what the plan is after this. How do we mobilize our pieces here? I guess this is a little dicey though, because once you take this knight is pinned, I guess then you can go here. I don't know. Okay. And then yeah, once, I mean, this is actually insanely savage. So let's look at like why. Not only did I lose the rook, which is, I mean, basically game over anyways, but like from this position, I can't defend this pawn. So what happens is black takes with check. The support of this pawn just becomes so strong. So now they push. Now they're threatening check, and then my king is going to move, and then they're going to promote. But I don't have any way to stop this check or to defend the queening square. So that's why I just like ran out of time here, because I was looking like, is there any way to stop that? But there isn't. So it's just like here, check, queen, check, and I don't know, maybe push. They're saying rook f8 leads. There's some mates here, but yeah, push. Just make another queen. How do you stop them from making a queen? I don't think you can. So knight can't go here. Knight can't go here because of the pawn. So brutal, absolutely brutal. And that is one just gnarly thing about chess in general, is like we played all this entire game, right? Very close, strong battle. I make one move that just shatters everything to a million pieces. You know, that's just how chess is. It's glorious at times, and it's brutal at times if you're on the receiving end of that. But that's why we're here. We're here to see the bad stuff happen as well as the good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I went a little into the weeds on the explanation this time. Let me know if you like that. Let me know if there's anything I can do with these videos to make them more fun, more entertaining, more educational. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Comment down below. I'll read all your comments. Might write you something back. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.